The last panel concluded by saying that every government should have a formal risk assessment process where each of the ministries actually did an assessment of what the primary possible risks were and what was being done. To what extent do you think that is happening in Ethiopia? It sounds like it is from what you're talking about.
Yes, it is happening. Actually, I had it on my point.
Good.
That means I have to skip the points that I have put here. Ethiopia has also a strong disaster risk assessment and preparedness institution that is also being upgraded at a higher level, and that helps us actually to get prepared and to also forecast any problems that are actually coming up. And that is also linked like with national grain reserve for addressing the food insecure populations. And the good thing is our partner, the World Food Program. I wanted to mention actually World Food Program when I mentioned about the natural resource degradation. If you'd allow me for a second, let me go back to that. Ethiopia is actually now becoming a country where people and landscapes have started to live in harmony and in peace. And when we developed the national strategy, actually our strategy was based more or less on what the World Food Program has been implementing in the country. Therefore, I should thank them. Now, when it comes to actually investment in disaster risk prevention, we are actually doing a great, and the country is allocating fund for that, and donors and stakeholders are also working along that line, and we are benefiting from it to a greater extent.
Very good.
Shall I continue a little bit?
Yes, you can.
I have issues. Okay. Okay, now, at the beginning I said the majority of the developing countries are engaged in agriculture. But how is agriculture faring? How is agriculture performing? Is the productivity that high? No way. So we have to work hard to actually intensify agriculture and raise the productivity at a higher level. Ethiopia has been trying. For example, we have the highest number of agricultural extension agents in Africa, maybe next to China. We also have health professionals, like 35,000 health development agents. We provide improved seeds, but the productivity didn't go up. So what did we start? At last, my appeal to start a national soil fertility mapping initiative was acknowledged by the late Prime Minister, and we started 2 years ago to map all the agricultural land of this country, county by county, district by district. And what did we find out? That the fertilizers we have been providing should be improved immediately. And
we have the women's lobby over here and the fertilizer lobby.
And now, based on that, on May 29th, we'll inaugurate the first ever fertilizer blending plant in this country. And who funded it? Who co-funded it? The USAID. That's how we also have partnership. So actually we are working to intensify agriculture, to strengthen agriculture. But that is not enough. We are also discovering that we have to strengthen our research system. And the government has noticed that the research system is getting weaker and weaker because of the brain drain. Now, there is a new package that is being formulated and actually submitted to the government for approval, where we can bring back senior researchers into the system and benefit.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Good. Korea did that years ago, and it was the start of the Korean miracle.
And the last point I want to state is we cannot achieve resilience on food security and nutrition unless we also start to invest. Yesterday, my Prime Minister, you have heard, that Ethiopia, he said Ethiopia has invested more than 15%. That is above what the CAADP framework requested for on agriculture. I just wonder if my Prime Minister was actually, or he was informed that we are also pursuing big projects, like the 2 projects I'm leading, worth $8 million. All this will add up to investment in agriculture. So not many countries are investing, but we have to. When we start investing, partners are also co-investing. A clear example, what you said about the fertilizer blending plant. So unless we do that, it doesn't work. And second, it should not be the government alone. We have to promote public-private partnerships. Tell you what, we started actually introducing fertilizer blending plants. Now we are going to have 5. Already, more than 7 private stakeholders have requested for a permit. Of
Excellent.
course, we'll allow them.
Excellent. And I've got to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, those are wonderful examples. And may I really congratulate you on the fertility map. I sit on the IFDC board, and fertilizer is used in so many places as if it were a single commodity that had universal utility. I congratulate you on
Thank
that.
you.
That's a wonderful thing. Now, can I ask the other, what you do about risk? Do you have a risk plan? Things must have changed after the tsunami. Is there a national risk plan that is that all ministries subscribe to?
Yeah, turning to domestic issues now. Okay, of course, Indonesia is one of the shock-prone countries. We have tsunami, volcano, in addition to drought and flood. On the institutional setting, we have a national disaster management board, and this is almost equal to minister level, directly report to the president. That's managing the policy on setting up, start from the early warning system, and also providing direct assistance to the needed individual and community. But I would like to pinpoint some of the things that I think at least government of Indonesia still need to do more.
We have 2 minutes, so if you can give us the headlines on these, that would be great.
First is on food safety and food quality, because it's very can be a risk for small farmer cannot get benefit of that or even excluded. So then the responsibility of government to provide facilitation assistance so farmer can apply the standard food safety, food quality according to the
That's very important.
norm. The second point I would like to add is on the production scope. If we think of the long-term solutions to the resilience issues, I think considering very limited resources that we have, we should go beyond conventional product to have what I mean is to have a bioeconomy or bioindustry developments. So to utilize the agricultural biomass, including waste, to produce food, feed, fertilizer, even a chemical product.
Particularly in a tropical country. Thank you. You have the last word, and what would you like to tell us about what you think is essential in terms of promoting resilience for food and nutrition in countries like Cambodia? What are the essential factors? And that we have 57 seconds left. So, what do you think is the most important message these people should carry away?
Actually, the most important mistake that we should to build resilience on food security and nutrition. As the Cambodian experience, we have successful in food security already, but for nutrition we still have some problem. So that we need to scale up nutrition service and nutrition education. That is the multiple. They focus on the 1,000 days of children, because based on the study, Cambodia has lost estimate about 400 million per year of nutrition. And so another thing, we have to improve the domestic water supply and water sanitation to the rural farmer. And next, we also expand the fortification of food into the food production, like fish sauce, soy sauce, and fortified product that is essential for the kid. And also we need to increase the availability and appropriate of use of nutrition food at the household level. These are important activities that we need to improve the scaling up the nutrition. And also Cambodia need to join the member of Sun movement, that we need to do a lot of work to apply for the nutrition Sun movement that can get more support from the development partner on the nutrition issue.
Good. That's a good list. Thank you very much. Well, you've had 100 years of government experience in terms of, and I think you found a lot of wisdom too. We've gone over the major policy instruments, the importance of having a coherent policy framework that is coordinated has been stressed. The possibility and the potential of taking it to the community level has also been mentioned, and some of the instruments that you can use to make that happen. Incentives in particular, information flows, better information flows, coordinated programs have been mentioned. The real importance of partnerships has come forward, WFP, USAID, but also the importance of having good relations and developing those relations intelligently with the private sector, which can move us closer to higher agricultural yields, which is one of the steps in nutrition, and also move us closer to national objectives, such as having fertilizer distribution plants. So you see how the instruments that governments can use have been mentioned by all three of our speakers, and how it's the national determination to solve the particular issues involved in food security and nutrition, which is probably the most important factor that comes through all of that. So I would like you to give a very warm round of applause to our panel.